What's up, guys? My name is Tyrone, and welcome to another episode of Paris FC. It's a city of two tales. So I'm back here, episode 9, first episode of the second season. And well, let's just get right into it because we have a lot of things to talk about. So, in terms of budget, um, finances now are, of course, still pretty sucky. They're pretty bad. We had a good amount of budget though. It was like 2 million with a lot of wage budget. Still, actually, I can still spend a lot in wages. So, with that much money, I just went and balled out. I pretty much made a kind of new team. So yeah, we're gonna start with the outs here first. Some players were already I already talked about them going out. Lamain and Yara, they just went out. They just weren't good enough for the team, so we just let him go. Really, nothing wrong. Alan Biwas as well. He was going to go on a free, and I just let him go. Didn't really want him anymore. And Mamej actually loaned him out to Arash Football, so he can get some first team football. And I think he deserves it. He is actually injured, but that is okay. Now on the ins, we have a lot of players. Let me actually count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 players, so it's kind of more than a team. Well, we're just gonna go right to the first player. It's Ismail, a freebie from Roma. Um, well, he can play the deep lying playmaker and the roaming playmaker, right? Um, he can pretty much play both. He's probably gonna he is gonna play more roaming playmaker unless I really need to. Then I'll play him as the deep lying playmaker because I changed just one small thing in the tactic. I'll show you that in a second. It's a player with he's not that good, but he's got a pretty good amount of potential, and I just decided to bring him in and see what he can develop. He's 23, so he's a bit on the older side, but maybe he can be a good player for us on a freebie. That's pretty good, but he's gonna be a rotation. I forgot to mention that he's a rotation player, and well, that contract is not that bad. Second player we got Loris Zonta, another freebie, this time from Inter, but also from Italy. Now, this guy is a 21-year-old Italian roaming playmaker for us, right? The important stats, he's kind of got him. The he could improve his dribbling. I'm pretty sure I'm training his dribbling. Yes, I am. So he can improve that. It's pretty much what he needs to become a very good player for us. Another rotation player. That contract is pretty good, for a rotation player for us, and but I think he can be pretty good for us. As you can see here, he was loaned out 2 seasons to Pisa. He is an Inter player though. Was Now he plays for us. Another rotation player. Next player we got Sieben Dewali. Very difficult name. This guy for us. The rotation player, very, 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 very small contract, and he has a lot of potential. That's why I got him. He's going to be playing the deep lying playmaker for us on rotation. He's going to be another backup, at least for now. And well, he's just overall a good player. These are nines, but he's 19, and with the potential he's got, these can turn into like a 12, 13s most likely, which is good. And in terms of if I want to play ball winning midfielder, he's got the tackling and the marking to do it, and his passing is also pretty good. That's why I got him. I think he can do pretty well for us, and he's a another good young prospect. After that, one of the first key signings and star signings that we got, it was William Remy on a free from Montpellier. So a player that has some, as you can see here, some experience playing in Ligue 1. He's a center back. I feel like it's really the area. I'll probably say the area of the pitch where we needed, to improve more. And well, this certainly is going to help us. As you know, our kind of tactic requires us to have fast center backs. Well, that's what I got with this guy. He's got 15 acceleration, 15 pace. Physically, is very gifted, and then 15 heading, 12 marking, and 12 tackling. That's not that shabby with 10 passing and 11 technique, and 11 first touch. for what we want, which is a ball playing defender. Well, he's not bad, and his contract is a bit big in terms of what we can, give him. He is one of the higher students in the club, I believe, but that's not too shabby, and it is a bit of a bargain, I'd say. This guy seems to be a very good player. So we did get him on the free from Montpellier, and just the experience that I think that will help us a fair bit. After him, another freebie. A lot of these guys were free because just, well, it's what we could do. We didn't have a lot of transfer budget, even though we had a lot of wage budget, so I kind of had to work with that. The next player is Seydou C. Now, it is true we have some good prospects at goalkeeper, and Ovano is not a bad keeper. But I saw this guy on a free. His contract's pretty cheap, and I was like, nah, I think I have to get this guy. As you can see, um, very gifted physically. I'm hoping that acceleration will help him in terms of being a sweeper keeper, and overall he's a good goalkeeper, right? And that 16 determination is also good. Hopefully, I can use that to help develop some of the young guys we have here. And I will not lie, I am trying to sell Ovano because I don't. I mean, he's getting pretty old. Uh, Pretty good contract, and this guy will be starting for us. At least he has so far. Well, it probably will continue though. Next up, we got Antonio Lukanovic. So this guy, right, a striker, which is a position where we have Dylan St. Louis, and he's gonna be starting for us. He's a very good player, right? I feel like we just needed something else, right? We needed a better backup, right? And so I got this guy. In terms of his contract, as you can see, 10K per month. If you compare that to with the other two strikers that we had, that were receiving a lot more money than this, and weren't really playing. Um, this guy is a young 20-year-old Croatian, right? He's technically gifted. He's has very good acceleration. His pace kind of lets him down a little bit. Not bad composure. He's not a bad player, right? And I think he can develop and be a good player for us. I didn't even see who's interested in them. Clement on a loan. Well, he's not leaving the club. That's for sure. It's a little bit of an interesting like kind of deal. You may not know. You may know. I don't remember if I said this in the first season. I like to like give the number of the players kind of according to what they do, what their number is in real life. So I googled Antonio Lukanovic, and the picture of the guy really looked like this guy, and then I went to see his height, and he was 1 meter 90, and here is 1 meter 77. So I was like, I'm not sure if this is correct, if something's wrong, but we're just gonna do it. It's completely fine, I guess. Next player, and it was the first kind of revenge we have against PSG. We got one of them players on a freebie, Lorenzo Calegari. I kind of looks like I'm gonna say his name like an Italian, even though he's French, but really I don't give a damn. Again, this guy very good player. He can play also roaming playmaker ish, but because his finishing and long shots really aren't there, and just his technically he's very good. His passing technique and his first touch. He's gonna be the starting deep playing playmaker on a fairly large contract. 40K per month. But considering we got this guy on a free, he's pretty good player. It could be very important for us. As you can see here, he was loaned out to Montpellier. Really never played in PSG. Actually played one game, but it was in real life. In FM, he didn't play a single game for the main squad of PSG. So we just got this guy, and it looks like a pretty good prospect. And he would be starting today if he wasn't injured, which he is, unfortunately. Next player is Abner, a player that used to be from Real Madrid. Left back. I didn't need a player. That's what I was gonna say. But I just saw this guy, and yet again, like the same that happened with the goalkeeper. I just saw him, and I was like, I think he's better than what I have. And on a free, I gotta get him. As you can see, 9K per month, very cheap player. He used to play for Real Madrid. He was loaned out to Estoril, but he played a couple of games. He didn't really perform that well, but Estoril also not the best team. Well, 22-year-old, okay, current ability, has still some potential. and really technically he's pretty gifted, right? Overall, is pretty okay, and he's kind of pacey-ish. I mean, his acceleration is good. His pace kind of lets him down a little bit, but I think this guy can be good for us, and he will be probably starting for the majority of the campaign. Next player we got was actually actually the only player we have spent money on. Jose Arnaiz. Not sure how exactly to say his name. I played from Barcelona. Now, we really needed someone to play as the inside forward on the left, right? And I just saw this guy, for 1 million. Yeah, he is pretty good as we speak, and he still has potential. 23-year-old. The age kind of worries me and makes me think that he might not fulfill his full potential, but we'll just have to wait and see. Technically he's overall pretty good, right? This 10 could be a bit higher, but he's not bad. He's kind of pacey, and he's a good player for us, and he will be starting because he's just a very good player. Next player, now I got this guy as more of a odd prospect, right? Someone we can try to develop because I just had three center backs, so I kind of want to get the fourth one. I saw this guy on a freebie. Used to play for Real Madrid. Was loaned to Logrones. Right, I saw him, and I was like, he's actually on loan as well. Um, I saw him, and I was like, yeah, he's pretty cheap and all, and for our prospect, for the fourth center back, well, I guess he's not bad. So I just decided to get him. His passing and technique in first stage isn't that bad. So I guess we could develop in the ball playing defender we want. I feel like it could be pretty good, right? He kind of has a potential. His jumping reach kind of lets him down, and he's a bit small, but we'll have to see, right? We'll have to see with time. Next player, now this is the player I'm most proud to present because I just love this guy. We got João Felipe on the loan from Benfica, right? Now this guy, he's a beast. He can play right wing and left wing, and he plays either feet, which is very good and very rare to see because he technically is very gifted. I feel like this has maybe let this guy down a little bit. Um, I don't know. Just feel like when I see him play in real life, it just seems a little bit better than this, right? But I'm not gonna lie. He, in 6 appearances, non-competitive games, he had 1 goal, 4 assists, 7.42 average rating. This guy I'm just in love with this guy. He's really, really, really good. He's a loan, and it was kind of hard to get this loan. I'm gonna have to pay a little bit. Um, we just needed to play for this position. I just couldn't, I wasn't able to get anyone. I've heard a couple of players from everywhere, from the major teams: Barca, Real Madrid, Benfica, Bayern. Just a lot of big teams, and I just wasn't able to find anyone that I kind of suited. I just saw this guy, gave him a haul in. No optional fee, but that is okay. He's gonna be starting, and I think this guy can be really, really good for us. And last player, Danny Motter. We needed a right back, right? And I just saw this guy. Um, and he's a pretty good player, right? Came from Barcelona as well on a loan, but we have a optional future fee of 225k, which to me, for this player, and you see his wage as well, it's pretty cheap because he's kind of good. Because he played the complete wing back for us. He's got the crossing, the passing, the tackling, the marking as well. His dribbling and first touch and technique kind of let him down a little bit, but he has a lot of pace to kind of counteract with that. And then I think he's overall just pretty good. And like, it's not like these stats are really low; they're just lower than the rest of his stats, right? It's still not bad, and for a 20-year-old that has potential, I can see this being like a 10, 11, 12. Hey, that's not bad at all. So I feel like this guy might have some future with us. If I decide to get him and he wants to continue at the club, we'll be able to try and keep him. Actually, just a little bit of a fun curiosity. If I can find it, it was last couple of days. Manchester United on had two bids for Makuko. I rejected the first one, rejected the second one, and while he hasn't kicked up a fuss, hasn't said anything about it, so I will probably reject all of the bids that come. Because I feel like if I can develop this guy a little bit more, play him a little bit more, he can be worth a lot more than this value right here, 120k. We can. we can get a lot more than that. But as you can see, Manchester United uninterested. He has been really developing, and that 17th determination looks so good because I just feel like he can just really be a very good player for us. Or in terms of transfers, that about covers it. I'm just gonna, as you can see, the dynamics this year are actually kind of good. Akichi is a bit sad because I was going to get a player, Martin Crien, which is actually played from Benfica as well. We almost got this guy, and this guy would have been such a good roaming playmaker for us. He's just perfect for the role. Just see him playing that for us. Every single stat over 11. The only one's natural fitness, but that's kind of secondary. The main ones all over 11, even the mental ones. It's beautiful. It would have been so good for us. He's got the plays 1-2s as well. Would have been perfect for us. Very cheap, very cheap. They got him for, yeah, half a million. It was worth like 1 million when I was trying to get him. And while he got kicked up a fuss about it, I actually didn't end up getting him because he went to Toulouse. He decided to go to Toulouse, but that's fine. Is a bit unhappy, but we are gonna be playing him most likely. So he's gonna shut up about that and not too much, not too long. I think there's not much to talk about. Technically, I made just a simple change. I switched the halfback we had here to a deep line playmaker. So he has a little bit more presence with the ball. I got some technically more gifted players, so I just decided to do that. I can actually go over the starting 11. I do have to do the subs for this game, but I can actually do that really quickly. Let's see if we do something like this and that, and we take Ovanu out because I don't really care about him. Rutson out. I'll say Madrigali, Dennis, and who do we? Because we're kind of missing a player, which would have been Cisse, right? Because Sotillo he knows his odd prospect. I'm actually gonna just put these two guys playing for the. Rotten actually didn't play too bad for us, but I'm just gonna make them available for the reserves. There's no reason for me not to do this. I won't do Ovanu because I got my young goalkeeper playing there, so I want to kind of keep him there as long as I can. So yeah, Calegari and CC are injured. Unfortunately, I could bring. No, it's not worth it. I'll just get I don't know. Maybe I'll bring him up. He hasn't even played for us though. But I will bring him because yeah. If the thing is, if Arnaiz get injured, I can play Philippe there because he plays both sides. I'm actually gonna be calling this guy a lot Jota. It's something you might have to get used to. I think this will be the subs for today. So I can go over the starting 11 here on really quickly. We are gonna play the possession tactic. I have created a secondary tactic, which is just kind of a counter attacking, kind of deal. Actually, I should switch maybe St. Louis more of as a deep playing forward, maybe on support. Maybe I'll do that actually. Um, I I don't know if I should play this because Nantes, which is actually the team we're playing. I didn't even mention that. They don't have a bad team, and I'm not sure if this is if I should play the possession tactic or not. But I'm just going to. Whatever. If it backfires in the first couple of matches, I'll maybe switch. But for now, we're just gonna play this way. Whatever. It's the way we know how to play, right? So in goal as a sweeper keeper, we have Seydou C. If by the way, if you want to take a look at their stats a little more in depth, you can pause. I'm just gonna go over these very quickly. At right back, we have Danny Danny Morer. Actually, I think that's probably how you say that. At center back, we have Mehdi Medour. He's actually progressed. It's very pacey, which is pretty good. And accompanying him, we have William Remy, a very good player as well. At left back, we have Abner. At the deep lying playmaker role, we have Sieven, which is the only player that wouldn't normally be starting, but yeah. At center mid, we have Serere Aka and Akichi, which I kind of still try to replace him afterwards, but I just really didn't find anyone. And he's kind of degrading, right? His stats. I don't know if I'm gonna keep him or not. We'll have to think about it in the short amount of time we still have. As the right winger, we're gonna go with Jean-Philippe Jota. I'm so impressed with this guy, by the way. At left winger, we're gonna go with Arnaiz. I'm just gonna call him Jose. We're gonna go with Jose. And starting as a striker, Dylan St. Louis. He has been pretty good. 10 games, 9 goals. I actually forgot to go over the schedule. Oh my god. Well, it was just a bunch of friendlies against lower division teams, and we won, and we scored a lot of goals, and we actually drew the first one. But that's fine. We scored a lot of goals. They only conceded like 3. It was an okay preseason. It was just to get minutes on the players' legs, so that's fine. Actually, now that I was gonna go to the game, I actually remembered some stuff I should talk about. In terms of where we're predicted to finish, if we take a look, actually, PSG have already played. They actually won 3-0 against was it against Toulouse. If we take a look at the season preview, we're predicted to go last. Predicted to go last. Are you serious? I'm gonna play a team that's predicted to go pretty top of the table. So this is not good, but we're gonna have to do as much as well as we can to try and get something done right. Just kind of you know. But I feel like at least these 2 games we can win, and then the other ones, well, we'll just have to see, right? But as you can see, if you take a look at, actually, I have a bit of a curiosity. I was looking at the salary per annum, 5 million. 13 million. It's almost triple of what we pay our players. So, right, financially we're not that good, are we? But I do feel like our team is not that bad. So, I think I've talked about what I had to talk about. I don't think there's, it is a pretty short squad, but I think it's fine. I think I talked about everything really. I think we just go into the match. I think there's not much more we have to talk. Yeah, let's just go. Let's just go into this match against Nantes and hopefully win like 3-0. I'd be really happy if we win. Oh, it doesn't like. I'd be really happy if we win, but honestly, I don't know. Honestly, I don't. You know, winning would be nice, and you want to start with the right foot. Right, that's something we say in Portugal. Starting with the right foot. I don't know if it's said worldwide or not. Um, and it would be very nice, right? Starting with a win, try to leave the live calm curse behind as well. But it is gonna be tough. Nantes have a fairly good team, and they could surprise even some of the top dogs in the division. I think they could maybe try to surprise um Olympique Lyon, Monaco, PSG. I have a feeling they could, right? I have a feeling they have the players to do so. As you can see, we're clearly our favorites for this match. They're playing the 4-4-2, right? We are playing a 4-3-3. We'll just have to see how it goes. We'll just have to see. Already went over the squad, so we're just gonna go right into it. This is gonna be risky, right? And play this very offensive-minded football, possession-based, which I say it's our defense, right? Because we just have so many kind of technically gifted players up front, especially. It's kind of the way we play. It might backfire against these big teams, and I'll admit, if I see us losing, you know, uh, with like 3-4 of difference, I'll just have to say, okay, this just cannot happen. We have to switch the way we're playing it. Why is the game so laggy? I mean, come on. Why is this so laggy? I don't have anything. Let me just check. Yeah, just OBS, nothing else. It's just the game and OBS. It is the first game of the season. as we do want to try to get something out of this game, right? We just want something. So let us see how this goes. As we do have we have possession here. St. Louis with the ball. Ball up to Arnaiz, and a penalty? No. Abner still gets to it. Could whoop it in. It does, and it's a corner. Okay. Uh, I don't know what's going on, but we do have a corner. We could score off of this. We don't. Jota gets the ball outside the box. He's a pretty dangerous player from everywhere, from anywhere on the pitch. He's very, very technically gifted. Just such a good player. As that was just a really bad highlight, I would say. As we are looking a bit dangerous. It is some long shots, right? But we are fairly keeping possession like we like to play. They're none with their first shot very close to the goal, which is worrying. But it wasn't a highlight, so that's not that bad. As it's been kind of a boring game, I'd say, so far. Like most of our games are when their live comes. Let's just hope the curse has been lifted. As we do have another shot very close to the goal, actually. I don't know what number 24 is. Who's number 34? Oh, Madur. So it's probably corners. Okay. Well, they have been dangerous, so I think maybe in terms of adding, in terms of the aerial ability, we might be better than this Nantes team. As we do have ball yet again, we have the possession. We are playing this one away from home, and oof, a dangerous shot from St. Louis. He tried to surprise the keeper there, as the ball is cleared, and that pressure really, Nantes really felt that. It was a dangerous shot. I feel like the keeper just wasn't expecting it. To have a free kick. Akichi hits the wall. We still have possession. Akichi at the edge of the box. Oh my god. What a goal from Akichi. Oh my, what was that? That was crazy. That was a crazy goal. As the game is lagging a little bit, the ball went in slow motion almost. But excuse me, that was a crazy goal. You're shutting me up. I told you guys that I was thinking about. Oh my god, sorry again. Um, I told you guys that I was thinking about replacing him, but that's he's kind of shutting me up. He's like, nah, you're not replacing me. I'm staying in the team, in the squad. Left to see us. We have possession right after the goal. Is the 2-0 incoming? Is St. Louis spearheads the attack and just takes a long shot. She just passed it back. Really, I feel like he doesn't hold up the play as much as I want him to sometimes. Really, let's just take a quick look. Actually, just pause the game here for a second. If we go to the tactics. Oh my god. Player. Yeah. Old position. Maybe I shouldn't play the false 9. Maybe I should play the deep line forward, like I was actually talking about, and just give him the move into channels kind of instruction. Trying to combine the two. I'm thinking about that actually now. Just the move. Actually, I will do that, and I'm just gonna try it out for this match and see how it does. That's pretty much what I all the ball. I mean, I'm even channels and more risky passes, so it still has that. We're gonna try and playing him like this. Let's see if that's actually any good. Actually, our backup striker actually is really familiar with playing deep playing forward, so this could also help him. So we do have another set piece, ball into the box in Madur, and just like that, we're 2-0 up, and Nantes have only had one shot. Well, maybe this tactic ain't that bad, or maybe the curse was lifted. I don't know what's going on, but we're winning 2-0, and this game is away from home as well. I feel like we're playing very well, actually. As we have the ball yet again. And Torre could be sent off here. He does already have a yellow card. And he is. He is. Traore gets the second yellow card. And just like that. Or Torre, not Traore. Torre gets the second yellow card. Just like that. None are 10 men down, are 1 man down. I feel like really we have in everything is in our way to win this match, as we are having a good game. I'd say Kishi has lost possession more than he played well. That's because technically maybe he's not that good for playing Liga, but I have to keep it on. I'm just gonna go. I'm very happy with the way things are going. Keep it up, boys. I mean, who can be mad of this about this result, right? It's just, things have just looked really good for us. We're just playing some good, attractive football, and we're just not letting none really play any football at all. So I'm very happy with that. Maybe they just didn't expect us, to just come out, guns blazing, being a team that just got promoted. Well, we aren't scared of any team. Like I said, I feel like the team is not as bad as maybe people think it is, or the people that make the odds for the games and things, and say, oh, they're gonna get promoted, and oh, they're gonna get the analysts, right? I think the analysts think our team's bad. I don't think it's that bad, as we do have another set piece. Could we? Oh, my penalty, just just a, a penalty. Okay, if actually, I'm looking at it. We haven't had a clear cut chance this game. That kind of worries me for the next couple of games, maybe. But we are ahead 2-0. We are starting with the right foot, as we could get the 3-0 there. Saint Louis scores. Saint Louis just scored against you. That wow. Okay, 3-0 up against Nantes. Honestly, not even in my best dreams I dreamt about this kind of start. This is amazing. We're just playing so well. I feel like the team's really good. I kind of don't even want to sub people out. I mean, we're just doing so well. Actually, Jota is actually kind of having a poor game. I mean, I think I'm just gonna go with the 98 minutes with this team. Actually, I'm gonna switch. What's the guy's first name? I forgot. Yo, I pressed the button. Sieben. We're gonna take. We're gonna take Sieben out, and we'll bring in Zonta, because he just has a yellow card. I kind of don't want to risk, him getting a red one. It is Zonta's. I think I wanted to go with my dot, and yeah, I kind of. Well, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We've looked pretty good, and the thing is, right? Football Manager is a game about a lot about morale and runs, right? And if we can continue, we started with a win. If we can keep this up, the runs on our side, right? We can surprise a lot of teams, maybe. Nantes is the first team we get surprised by Paris FC. But even I'm surprised. I'll have to admit, I just wasn't expecting us to play this well. And so I'm gonna go with this lone sub. Look, I don't feel like we need to change anything. We've just been playing so well. I'm just gonna keep the team going. So the game is very close to ending here. It's in the extra time. As well, it has been a pretty good performance on our part. A 3-0 win. I honestly didn't think this was gonna happen. Not in the first game, especially. As the game is a bit slow today. I don't know why this is so laggy. My computer is not that bad, bro. Come on. I'm just gonna go with the team. I'm just gonna say, I'm very proud. I'm very proud. I mean, I am. We played very, very well, actually. Is well, we're tied with a lot of teams in points for the first place. Well, that's not bad, is it? Unless we're tied. It's not like we're last or something. Okay, let's just take a quick look in terms of when we'll be back. I really want to do the Monaco game. It's a home game as well. It is a pretty short break, and then there's like 2 good games as well. Right. Because of when we'll be back for this Monaco game definitely, because they're just such a good team, and we can kind of see how we started off, right? So we'll be back for this Monaco game, and then I'll think about when we'll be back, maybe for the Marseille Strasbourg game. We'll take a look, but for now, we'll definitely be back for this Monaco game, and yeah, that's pretty much it. So remember to leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter if you want to, all that fun stuff, so you don't miss an episode, and throw some feedback in the comments. Just if you don't know what to say, just say winning is good or something like that. But yeah, that's that's been it for today, and appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.